Good morning, everybody. It's Stephanie Grams of StephanieGrams.com, CEO and founder of the Keepsake Business Academy. You can find out more information and get a free newsletter at StephanieGrams.com. This is part of the Lunch and Learn January 2024 series. And if you're just catching this, maybe this is your first one, go to my website, get on a newsletter, and you will know how to learn about all of the Lunch and Learn series that I have. And they are here on TikTok and YouTube for the time being. So today is Lunch and Learn, and we're talking about telling stories, and not the kind of stories that you used to get in trouble for saying as a child, maybe exaggerations and so forth. I'm talking about the story of a keepsake. So I will glance at you and at my notes just so I stay on track for you. All of the Lunch and Learn videos are supposed to be 10 minutes or less, so hopefully we can continue with that. So every keepsake has a story, and by sharing those stories with your customers or potential customers, you can create that emotional connection. In the keepsake business industry, you can't have a successful business without having some type of emotional connection with your customer or your customer base. So keep that in mind as I share these tips. So where do you get your stories? Well, for one, you can start about your own story, like the journey into keepsakes. I started sewing at age 7. I've been sewing for over 40 years, and I used to sew like pillowcases and shams, curtains, things like that, art dolls like the primitive flare. A stranger saw me on Facebook several years ago, asked me to make memory bears, and then I took my love of sewing. It actually led to a passion for profit business, because before I knew about memory bears, I had lost a child from miscarriage, and my youngest daughter, Hannah Grace, passed away at 14 months old. Even though I had been sewing all these years, I never knew anything about keepsakes. I wished I did then, but now I do, and now that's why I have the Keepsake Business Academy, where I can show you how to take your passion and turn it for profit without being cheesy or losing the meaning behind keepsakes. So I just shared one story with you. You can move on to the journey of creating keepsakes. What's involved. For a memory bear business, what's involved is the customer sends their pieces of clothing to you or me, or whoever's creating that keepsake, and you would tell the story of processing. I receive the clothes, I look them over, I show the design that we created. There's a sketch that I do with my customers, and from there I use interfacing or stabilizer. And sorry, I was just looking for my little sketch that I usually carry with me. And then from there, I follow the sketch, the design that we came up with. We put together your keepsake. Once it's done and you finish paying for your item, I ship it back to you, or if you're local, we meet in a public place that's safe for both of us. So you can share a story like that. You can talk about the significance of the material. Some people just look at a shirt and say, that was a great vacation. We had a good time with our loved one. And then they just donate it or throw it away. But instead of throwing that treasured, sentimental item in the trash or giving it to a thrift store, you can actually breathe new life into that by having something huggable created from it. Or maybe you just want a piece of art to hang on the wall along with the love letter that was connected to that outfit. So keepsakes aren't just about memory bears. I know a lot of people think that that's kind of like the same thing, but it's not. That's why, again, I created the Keepsake Business Academy, because we talk about other keepsakes besides just a memory bear. I don't exclude the memory bear. After all, that is the #1 requested item out of my business. So I like to share other keepsakes, other potentials on how you can help individuals through journeys in life. And it doesn't just have to be journeys of somebody passing away. It can be comfort items and so forth. But getting back to telling stories, you can tell that story. Hey, you know what? I'm so-and-so. I own ABC company, and I provide memory bear and keepsake business or products. Reach out to my business and let's design a perfect keepsake for you. And this is how you do it. Or this is the customer experience, and I would like to share this customer story with you. So, you know, you've covered the origin of the story, the journey of creating that craft. You can share your customer stories. This is why I talk about getting customer testimonials and keeping those up to date. Don't get rid of any of them. Save the pictures that they gave you permission to use. Save their testimonials as long as they gave you permission to use it. And then add it to your website, like on the portfolio page. Create some small videos of that, but always keep that moving forward so you have it. And then you can also talk about seasonal themes and collections. You know, we think about keepsakes and Christmas a lot, but there's other holidays and other celebrations throughout the year to keep in mind for your keepsake business, such as weddings, anniversaries, new babies, graduation from high school, college, preschool, etc. So there's always an opportunity to share your business, your keepsake business, with your target customer. Remember, not everybody is a customer, and that's okay. You wouldn't want to be stuck with having to serve every single person in the whole world, right? With a keepsake. So always know who your customer is, who you're speaking to, and think of the stories that will connect you with them so you can create that perfect keepsake for them. All right, so keep in mind that, again, this was part of the Lunch and Learn series, and all of the videos are 10 minutes or less. Be sure to follow, get on the newsletter, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.